Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be trying out a very nice deck. I think it's potentially going to be one of the best double cunning decks after rotation. We're playing Sabe yellow. She's very fun, very disruptive. You know, there's games where we've taken all the cards our opponent actually wanted to play and discarded them even before he even saw them, and that gave us the win. And additionally to that, you're just playing some really amazing yellow cards. So let's jump in, check out the stats, see how we're doing. See the deck list and take a look at some matches. Okay, so here we go. We're going to start off as always with some stats. So far we have a 56.52% win rate, pretty solid with 23 games played. Our best cards are Faith in Your Friends. So maybe not, but I love this card and I always play it. So maybe that's the reason why I always, most of the wins, I do play Faith in Your Friends. But I just think that Faith in Your Friends combined with Sanction Your Shuttle is such an amazing play. I'll explain that in a second. And we're also, of course, Millennium Falcon is just so good. You know, coming in ready as a 3/4 is amazing, and then Cunning is just very good. All the abilities are spectacular. They give you time, they give you closing power, they give you disruption. It's just so good. So, and then of course, Surprise Strike is pretty good, and the Mandalorian from Jump to Lightspeed has been a surprise for me. Overall, pretty solid. Great abilities to exhaust units in ground, and a very strong unit to upgrade your space units and also to exhaust things in space. So that's the stats for now, and now let's check out the list. So what does Sabe do? Sabe, her ability is when a friendly unit deals combat damage to a base, you can take a look at the top 2 cards of your opponent's deck and discard 1. So you know what he's going to draw, and you also know what he's not going to draw. Like, you take his good cards, and that's just very good. Very solid overall. We're playing double green because we want to be playing, of course, Cunning and other really good cards. But let's take a look at the list right now. So we're playing 3 Hot Shot, just amazing overall to close games. Really good to put it on Spice tokens. Really good to put it on Sabe and deal attack for 6. So of course we need to play 3 Hot Shots. I also love that when you see Hot Shot, you don't even have to think about what to resource, so it just makes the decision for you, and that's really good. We're playing 3 Bail Organa. There's some games where we want to go wide with our spy tokens, and Bail Organa is just amazing for that. We're playing 3 Emissary Sethpeed. I don't know about this card. I usually just resource it, but I think it's a good, like, if you're going to go heavy in space, it's a good thing to start with it, and then you can start swinging in space and controlling your opponent's top deck. We're playing 3 L3. He's just so good. The fact that he can come in shielded or even rescue one of your cards is really good. And he just stays around long enough to enable Sanction Your Shuttle or something else you want to play. Or maybe even very good to play him in turn 1, turn 2, attach Blaster to him, swing with him, deal with your opponent's units, and you still have your 4/2 unit on ground. We're playing the N1 Starfighter, just a really good 3/2 on space. That's the best unit you can play if you want to start applying early pressure in space. We play 2 Bamboozle. Really good overall. There's a lot of deck playing upgrades now that there are that many upgrades coming out from Plot. And overall, it also gives you time. You can play it for free, which is actually very relevant in a lot of matches. We're playing 3 Faith in Your Friends. As you saw before, it's the card that we play the most on the games 1. Basically, the 13 games with 1. We have played this card, and why I like it so much, you get to keep your hand size good. You know, drawing cards is so important. You also get to choose what you draw, but then you get 2 tokens, and then next turn, so your best play here is if you're starting, you play Faith in Your Friends, you get 2 tokens, and then next turn you play Sanction Your Shuttle, you take your opponent's unit, and then you're left with 3 units on board. Strong units by that. You can attack with 2 of them that have rate 2, so you're doing 4 damage, you're capturing your opponent's unit, and you're staying with 3 units on board. And then whatever he plays exhausted, next turn you are going to be able to deal with it with all the amount of disruption we have. So that's my favorite play on this deck in particular. And then we are of course playing 6 Millennium Falcons, 3 of the starter Millennium Falcons and 3 of the first set. Of course, this Millennium Falcon is our favorite. Coming in ready is just so good. We are normally just swinging really hard and trying to rush our opponent, trying to apply enough pressure. And then this Millennium Falcon is pretty good because we can have both Han and Mando on it. We haven't seen the case, but you could potentially do it. But overall, I think we're playing Falcon because we're playing Han, and we want to be able to swing and hit first. It does come up, it does become relevant if you're playing against other space decks, so that's really good. Of course, 3 Sanction Your Shuttle, just an amazing card. 3 Stolen AT Hauler. I sometimes don't play this card because I don't want to give my opponent a free space unit, especially if I know they can easily deal with it. But when I know they don't have an easy way to deal with it, just drop that, and the 4 damage each turn really starts to stack up. We're playing 3 Kira. She's just really good. We know we're disrupting a lot our opponent. We know what cards they have in hand, so if we know they're about to play something that can win the game for them, just drop Kira and make more time for you, and you're going to be able to close the game before they actually play it. We're playing 3 Cunning, just one of the best cards, if not the best, of the legendaries from the first set. 3 Cantina Bouncer, just an amazing card. Sometimes you play it and just returning something to your opponent's hand and having an extra 3/5 body in play unbalances the game enough that it balances towards your favor. So you're going to win that game just by that difference in sudden power that went into the field. 3 for you and something else, something less for your opponent. We're playing 2 Lightmaker. It's very good when you actually manage to swing for those 7 damage in space. It's just so devastating. And then if they're forced to deal with it and they have a bigger presence in any of the other boards than you have, then it's also giving you an additional turn to try and win with Surprise Strike or Cunning or something that your opponent's not expecting. Sometimes they go like, okay, if I deal with Lightmaker, I don't lose this turn, but they don't know that you have a bunch of hot shots in your resources, you have Surprise Strikes, you have Cunning, you have a lot of things that are going to be able to close the game. You even have Millennium Falcons, and maybe he's like, okay, this is going to hit me for 7. If I manage to remove it, I know I'm not going to win this turn, but he's not going to win this turn, and then suddenly you do have the resources to actually win that turn. And 2 Bandos, as you saw in the stats, surprisingly good. It surprised me as well. I didn't think it was going to do so much work, but it definitely did. So very recommended. Try out this deck. It's really cool. Let's jump into the matches. Here we go. First match, we're going up against Jabba. We really need to try and rush him. I really like Bale for this. You know, we can do Bale, then next turn we attack, put a spy token, then capture whatever he plays. That sounds good. Kira I like against control. We're not going to play this turn 1, so we don't really need it. And then I'd much rather have... I love hand, but I guess we go this way. And then we need to claim and attack first so that we don't get powered of the dark side. Perfect. Okay, this can go down. And then let's see. He's just going to be able to kill the... Okay, I'm going to do this. We don't play the Sanctioneer Shuttle this turn, but that's fine. And we get rid of this. That seems like the better play there. We need to be able to get off that 0-4 Sentinel. It's just too strong against us. And then we'll claim because we can go ahead and capture that next turn. And that's going to be pretty good for us. We don't need this right now. Starting to look pretty good. As long as we can keep Jabba without using his ability. I guess he's going to be able to use the Energy Conversion Lab, but we just don't want a 4-4 right now on the field as a big threat. Tempted to just take him out as well. Yeah, I think we might as well. Take him out, trigger. Just make another token. Then swing. Let's see. We don't want him to have... Definitely not the Supremacy. Vader is going to be ugly if it comes down though. But we can discard it with Sabe next turn. We just don't want him to play this. So it's fine if he draws the Vader. We'll just take it out with Sabe next turn. And we'll pass. Okay, we do have the cards to trigger this. And this is really good with Bale because we don't we're not behind in cards and we can still play something. So let's take out the N1 Starfighter. I'm gonna be able to play this too. Perfect. Let's see what he plays. I really want to be able to play Bale, to hit Bale against base. That's just gonna apply so much pressure. Okay, so here we go. I guess we were asking for it. We're gonna pass on the... Okay, I don't really care about Relentless. It's just so far off, right? And we don't play that, like, it's fine. He can draw Relentless. Okay, we'll go ahead and play this, right? Then we play Sabe. We need to grab a yellow card for sure. And actually a double yellow card. So we're lucky to get the Mando, because if not, we wouldn't have been able to place the tokens. That would have been really bad. Okay, let's see. We can potentially swing for an additional 5 this turn with Mando, which I don't hate. I think that's a better play, yeah. We need to apply as much pressure as we can, so let's go ahead and do that. Deploy Sabe, swing with Sabe, and wow. Vader was gonna wreck us. We need to get rid of Vader right now. And we know he has 7 cost Vader, but that's gonna be 1 turn later, so we can still survive this. Mando, we already have Mando here. So let's resource Mando. That gives us a bit more space to actually play. It's gonna be rough because I think, yeah, and then he kills the shuttle. Nasty, very, very nasty. But I thought we had, we don't. Okay, we still have a very big potential here. He has a big Sentinel. We don't want him playing that big Sentinel unit, not at all. We need to be able to go in. He's probably going to kill 1 with Hut, and then we need to be able to deal a 4. He's still like very, very in very dangerous position without that Sentinel unit. Okay, that makes sense. And then he has to do something right now. Or okay, we still get to claim. That was like the last resource he had. We'll claim. Whatever. And then we just swing with Sabe, right? And we managed to win it. Very, very clutch win there. He was starting to get, like, he had Vader this turn. He had just so many good plays right now. So, oh, he said GG. I didn't see it, but great game. Let's go ahead and requeue. So here we go. We're going up against Luke Skywalker, which can be problematic because we're playing space. But then again, we can also fight him pretty well there. So we'll go ahead and keep this. I like having faith in your friends. I like the Falcon. I guess we'll drop this. We won't, and then 1 light maker and try and find our. We have the 2 light sides, so we have to find the Sanctioneer shuttle. So it's not here, but I guess the Millennium Falcon's good. Kind of good. I'd rather play this Millennium Falcon next turn to deal with his units. Maybe grab the Cantina. Cantina is good overall if we're gonna be returning. If he's gonna be playing upgrades, Cantina seems nice. Okay, we'll pass. Resource a Bale. That's fine. Let's start dealing damage. Get rid of our red 3. Not many options there. If he deals damage to a unit, okay, that's fine. We will attack here. Deals 1 damage. We'll pass. Because he's gonna want to kill that spy for sure. If he doesn't, it's fine. That's fine. We're not in a rush to deal with his units. And we can attack with the spy token. Let's see. I think we will need Kira right now. Trigger. Whatever. Let's get rid of the A-Wing. We'll swing another 2. Deploy the Falcon. We'll go ahead and claim. Okay, we'll lose all 3. Interesting. So here we potentially, we can even go Stolen Hauler Mando, or Lightmaker and then Mando next turn. I'll swing for 2. Trigger, see what he's gonna get. Remove that readying. Or we could potentially just tempo it. I think it's better. We get a bigger unit. He doesn't get to swing for a lot this turn. And then we get Sabe. And we are a bit farther ahead than he is. And also, it's good for us because, okay, we'll get rid of Daring Raid. Because he only has 14 HP, a 25 HP base. So we should be able to rush him. Cunning is amazing here. I think we'll drop Han. Actually, just drop Bale. Bale's not that good right now. If he deploys Luke or something like that, we can... Oh, that's good. Good play there. Cass is so good. So we potentially have... Let's see. Okay. Okay, he's tapped out. We have +4, that's 8, 10. And how do we deal the extra 2 damage? Well, we haven't lost yet, so we might as well. So we'll go ahead and exhaust 1 and 2. Done. We'll give a unit +4. We'll give it to Sabe. He has to claim. That's fine. We will attack here. We will attack here. He doesn't have anything problematic. So we take nothing, right? He can play whatever he wants. And then we play this just to see if we find something nice. This is good, and we do get the tokens. And it basically ensures we win with basically anything. So let's grab that, and then we'll show this. Done. And then we'll resource it. But he can, like, I didn't see that he had any plus anything, but he can potentially draw it. I'm sure he plays it. So we'll pass, resource this, and hope for the best here. 1 damage away. Gosh, I hope we don't lose it here. There you go, he has it. Trench Run, right? For each of its, okay. Okay, it was enough. I thought he was gonna have it, but we got it at the end with our spy tokens, and that's game. So here we go, next match. We're up against Cassian. I think Cassian is very dangerous. I've had some games where you can't control him enough. Okay, we have the play here, the play we really like. We have Sanction Your Shuttle, and we have Faith in Your Friends. We'll go ahead and keep this. We can drop this, and I don't think he's going to be upgrading that much, so we'll drop Bamboozle. And I messed up. Okay, let's request that. We can't do it that way. We need to keep Bamboozle because we need to keep at least 1 light side in hand. So we're gonna drop this too. We almost mess up. Remember, you always have to show 2 light side cards to be able to create your tokens. So we'll go ahead and grab the Millennium. Now we can do it with Bamboozle, and we'll show the Mando so he doesn't know we have the Sanction Your Shuttle play. He probably can guess we do, but that's fine. And we'll go ahead and claim. That's fine. Okay, he is gonna... So I think we want the Falcon here. Let's drop this. Actually, this is pretty good. I'll drop Mando for now, I think. Mando is very strong, though. Okay, we'll drop Lightmaker. And what we want to do here is straight... Okay, now actually we're going to drop this Falcon. And we're going to go straight into Sanctioneer Shuttle. It's just our best play overall. And then we'll swing for 4. Let's see what he was going to draw. I don't really care about this. He can have it. And we'll drop this. Probably claims. We'll just have to swing for 2 more. Pass. We have Sanctioneer Shuttle again. That's really, really good. Very, very rough for our opponent, actually. We'll drop the Cantina Bouncer. We're going to lose a spy for sure. Although he does want to attack base. That's what Cassian does. And there you go. That's what he does. So I'll save myself for the Sanctioneer Shuttle a little bit. We do have ground units, so I don't really care about this. And both cards are pretty bad. Do we want to take his dogs? I don't really mind some dogs right now. So we'll take this because he's not going to have that many units in play for that to be useful. Okay, he plays aggression. Gonna kill the shuttle and ready this, I guess. That's perfect for us. We will take this, and then with the spy, I think I'm gonna deal with this rebel. Because he can kill my spies without any consequences. So I'd rather just trade in and keep my units on the board. Okay, we'll go ahead and pass. Faith in Your Friends is nice. Cunning is nice. Mando's nice. I like everything we have in hand. Maybe Bamboozle's the worst of it. Let's just drop it. We already have other lightsaber cards in case we want to play Faith in Your Friends. So he deals 3 damage to a unit. And he heals. Okay, that's fine. You know, he's using his entire turn to do that. So that's fine by me. We'll swing for 2. Is Cassian? Cassian can't be deployed this turn. Okay, we'll swing for 2, trigger. We don't want him having a Maul, I think. Kasura's pretty good. But Maul is just so good. Windu, I guess. Windu's out. Yep. And he claims. Okay, perfect. Let's deploy. See what he has. He has Wrecker. I hate Wrecker, man. Yeah, get out of here, Wrecker. I don't even want to see you here. We could go Falcon with Mando, swing for 5. That seems like a nice plan. Or we could do Falcon, Faith in Your Friends as well. I think that's better. So let's go ahead and do Falcon, swing for 3, Faith in Your Friends. We need to grab a light side, so let's grab Bail, reveal this, done, and create 2. The next turn, I can pay the 1, just to keep applying more pressure. Pass, drop a Bail. Not really worried about the soldier. I'd rather have the damage I dealt with Sabe to base. I'll pay 1. I don't remember if the ship we saw had ambush. I don't think so. I just think it had a when attacked ability. Okay, kills a token. That's fine. We'll swing with a token as well. Just wait to see what he does. He's gonna play Cass. Oh, maybe I should have hit with Sabe. Yep. Okay, so he probably just wants to claim. Let's see if we... I think I'm fine with not claiming. Let's swing for 2. He claims, that's fine. Because we have potentially... I think Lightmaker is amazing, but we can also deal so much damage this turn. Do we want to deal 6? That would be 22, and then play the other Falcon? Or do we want to deal 4 and return something to his hand? No, I think we just go 3, play Lightmaker, pass. This is just potentially 7. That's almost game over there. And I guess we do pay 1. We need to keep the Millennium Falcon out. If he does deal with Lightmaker, we exhaust his entire ground. If not, we are almost winning this game. Let's swing for 2. Trigger. Yeah, we don't want him to have removal. Okay, that's fine. We swing for 7, and then it's game over. So there you have it. Good pressure, good control. Let's go and check the last match. We're up against Skywalker Data Vault. Interesting, nice. Man, if that leader had a cool showcase, but his showcase is just so bad, so bad. This is not such a great hand, but I like that we have Faith, and I like that we have Hotshot. He's going to be able to deal easily with the units, but we could apply a lot of pressure. He has Data Vault, though. This is also good against his units. I think I'm going to try it. I'm going to go this and this, right? And then I need to find the light side unit with Faith. I'm just going to rant again and say this card should have been called I Have Friends Everywhere. You know, this was the set to actually do that. Okay, so we have to grab this, right? If we don't get the spice. We'll grab the spice, take 3 damage next turn, but we can actually deal with it with a Falcon. And then we'll just return it to hand. Okay, pass. Let's see what we draw here. I like Bale. I like this too. Let's get rid of L3. So whatever he uses to swing, I think we immediately go Falcon. Let's see what he does. 100% sure he's just going to swing for 3. Okay, he doesn't because he has Luke, which is, I think, let's see. Let's play this. He's going to deal a damage to a spy. And I guess our best... Oh, he claims? Okay. Oh, he didn't pass? Okay, my bad. We'll go ahead and pass. Mando's good. Bamboozle's amazing. We'll lose Bale, I think. That's fine. He's gonna kill the Starfighter. If he does, we just exhaust it and he dies with Bamboozle. And then we still get to do a surprise strike. Okay. That Data Vault is giving us problems. Yeah, I guess we Bamboozle here. We don't want to take the damage this turn. Surprise strike, trigger. For each on attack abilities, okay. Okay. Don't want to give him an extra ship, so we'll drop that. Then we will play the Falcon, we will play the Mando on it, we will exhaust the unit. I'm not sure if we're gonna go, I think we go to base. We have to go full base. We get Sabe this turn as well. 1 turn earlier than Luke, so we need to take advantage of that. Okay, first thing he does is play Luke, so I think we start swinging. Trigger. No blue leader for you. If he swings with Luke, we play our Millennium. Okay, yeah, definitely. We go with Millennium. Then he has to attack with the Resistance, or we play Mando and tap it. Maybe he has an upgrade on it. That's fine. So we play this here, exhaust this, and we're doing great. We're actually doing great here because we got 6, 8. The spies have done so much work this game. You know, normally he plays Tarkin Town just to be able to like deal with our units, but right now it actually hurt him a bit more to have Data Vault. Chewbacca's rough. Red leader. I think I'm gonna take Chewbacca. He's just so big. And we'll pass. And you know, right now he has to deal with the Falcon first thing he does, or he loses. And then we get a huge hit with Sabe. We pay 1. Now we didn't let him get a Cos. He could have another one. It could be even in the resources right now. He probably plays 3 Cos because it's so good with Luke. But if he doesn't, then his deploy turn can be a little bit underwhelming. Makes sense. Let's go ahead and swing with Sabe just to see what he has in hand that's going to give us problems. And let's do it without the surprise strike. Okay, so not really a problem here. Let's get rid of this. And then we win with surprise strike if he doesn't deal with the spies right now. Okay, makes sense. And then we just surprise strike for the win here, and that's good game. Hope you enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next game.